Guys, welcome back to the Booth 2K. Well, we did it. We got rid of another division rival. That's 2 weeks in a row now. 25-10, we beat those damn Commanders. I'm getting used to saying it now, the Commanders. But I still hate them no matter what they're called. I'm happy they won. And the defense won this one for us like they have been doing week after week. Man, what a game. They held them to one touchdown. One touchdown. In this day and age, that's amazing. You look around the league, everybody's scoring in the 30s, high 20s, and we're holding teams to under 19 points, under 13 points. We're holding them to one touchdown a game. You know, the rest of the points are coming on field goals. The Diggs, man, solid. He got an interception. He batted away several passes. I think he's actually having a better season than last year. Doesn't have the interceptions, but we know that's not everything. Man, he's playing so good. The turnovers, they're coming. It feels like that's getting ready to bust open. They're coming. They almost had a couple of fumble recoveries. They caused the fumbles, of course, and you just get the sense that that's starting to roll downhill. It's going to be here the next several games. So I'm real happy with that. That rotation, defensive line rotation, everybody's getting home. Why are they getting home? Micah Parsons. This guy is commanding so much attention, and he doesn't need a sack every game. You know, he goes out in coverage. He also defended a pass. He does so much more than just rush to the passer. If that's all he was, did I say passer? I said passer. Okay, sorry, I can't talk. He does so much more than just that. He's so good, and he's making everybody good. Now, there is some concerns. The running game. Washington ran all over us. That's got to stop. And of course, one way that's where our offense could still help. You know, in the past, it was our offense had to help our defense. Well, our offense can still help our defense by getting some leads. These field goals, they got to start turning into touchdowns. But I think the defense is still getting better. They're still progressing as the season goes on. So I'm not too concerned about it. That's the only thing that I would have a little concern about. But I think they're going to improve on it and get better. So far, they've proven that's what they're about. Week after week, they're getting better. Like I said, the turnovers, now they're coming along too. So, I don't know. Keep an eye on it, but not 100% concerned about it at all. Now, on offense, our running game was non-existent. Washington, I guess that was their game plan. They were going to make Rush beat us with his arm, and he did just that. Lamb's looking better. Man, I've dogged him out the last couple of weeks. But since that drop, the rest of that game, he played good against New York. And this week, he played really good. Gallup, man, that's exciting. He's back. He played a lot. He's opening things up also. Just like I talked about Parsons doing on the defense. That deep threat is going to open things up. And Noah Brown, this dude's solid. Man, when Dak comes back, he better keep him involved. Because this guy's a gamer, boy. He comes to play. The offensive line, the running game struggled. The offensive line gave up some sacks. This was probably their worst performance as a whole. Smith, the rookie, he had an outstanding game. You know, it wasn't a really bad game, but they were geared to stop the run, and they got it done. And what's promising and encouraging is Dallas was able to go to the next gear, go to that passing game, and get it done. That's something we don't see a lot in the past, but the running game's gonna moving forward. This running game's got to be important. It's got to be featured. They got to work on that, and I'm sure they will. Just like I say, the defense improving. It looks like the offense is starting to improve too. There's just so much there that's good. Not trying to nitpick a bunch of things, but it's just that running game. You know, when Dak comes back, he's got to take care of the ball. He can't put our defense in bad positions. That's what Cooper's been really good at lately. Very solid. That's a glaring thing. That's got to continue. That's really helped our defense. I know he had 2 possible interceptions, but one of those was directly due to the pass interference, right? So I'm hearing a lot of that out there, but I wouldn't put too much into that. They just opened up the game, the playbook a little bit more for them. But they got to take care of that ball. You got to take care of it. Cooper, outstanding, man. You did a great job. Proud. What more could you ask for a backup? Now the special teams, they had kind of a rough day. The extra point was blocked. Now Maher, he made his field goals. He did a good job. Our punter actually had that one punt go off the side of his foot. Hey, he's gonna get a pass. That guy's solid. He's a Pro Bowler for sure. Whatever the Pro Bowl is nowadays, I don't even know what that is, but he's an All Pro. The punt return, kick returns had some issues, especially on punt returns. We had bad field position all day. We had a lot of that last season. We going forward, we got to correct that, and hopefully they will. Hopefully they will. Now the coaching, there at the end, there was a 3rd and 1, and they threw the ball. I wanted them to run that clock out because Washington was still kind of in the game. It would have taken a lot, especially with the way their offenses look. I think they should run the ball more. They should have milked that clock a lot more. So I think Kellen Moore needs to depend on that, and I think McCarthy, especially next week, the next 2 weeks, he's going to have to really rein him in like he did in the Giants game and the Bengals game. So going forward, they need to run the ball more, even when it's not working, especially at the end when it's just we don't want the clock stopped or make them burn the time out. One of the two. So if they're running the ball, clock's not going to stop, and they're going to have to burn the time out if they want it to stop. So they got to play smarter football. Kellen Moore, I'm talking to you. But going forward, fans, Cowboy fans, my fellow Cowboy fans out there, let's not worry about the media. Let's not worry about who's getting credit. Let's not worry about what other teams are doing. Let's just take care of our own business. There's too much. I think sometimes we get caught up on, hey, they're praising this other team when they should be praising us too. We're doing just as good. Screw that. Don't worry about it. They need to do their speaking on the field, and they got to do it for us too. That's what they got to do it because the media's got the certain way they think about us, and it's our team's fault. The last few years, they have done what they said they were going to do. So the only people that could change it is the Dallas Cowboys themselves. So let's not worry about that. Let's just worry about our own team. Now let's go forward. And guys, we got a big game next week. We'll talk about it later in the week. But I'm happy with this win. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's do it. Let's keep going.